topic that I would like to present a moment later is actually a new division that we would like to set up in this year, which is the help desk call center. Okay, this is actually aligned with our WebEx directions, right? Everyone knowing that support, as you see the figures from what presented earlier, okay, our total numbers of WebEx as well as our comings T1, T2, we are talking about WebEx, okay? We are actually foreseeing there's a increment will be a lot, okay, in the coming 1 or 2 years, okay? And currently all our support is actually tied with the time of the WebEx implementations. So few things that we already implemented, like our sales clinics, our in-house trainings. But on top of that, we will actually have this call center, which were the objectives that we set on.
You take turn away.
Okay, the objective definitely is actually to serve, okay, just like our PE or PM role now, to serve or to support the customer by addressing their inquiries on time, promptly, of course accurately. This is actually to reduce, one of the key objectives is actually to reduce the burdens from our PE and PM now. Right, so that is the objective that we would like to set for these call centers. But anyhow, the role that for this call center support staff, just like our PE, PM now, right, definitely will be basically we handle all the customer complaints, feedbacks, or as well as their comments on the usage of our systems. Our targeted will be the web-based clients now, and later on it will extend to any of our sales customers. That is the role under the support staff in these call center divisions. The goal, I hope that I set this goal is actually able to resolve all the inquiry in their very first conversations attempt. Means that when they call in, okay, when they call in the very first moment, first call center support staff able to help to solve their inquiry. But with that goal, what we need to do, Okay, first of all, some few preparations that I can think of at the moment is actually, of course, just for your information, the call center that we will set up now were located in Malacca office first. Okay, in order to have that, definitely the environment. I understand that currently, I think not only in Malacca, KL office or JB office also the same. Whenever support receiving call, they will have themselves in one corner. Do you know why? Why support? Okay, maybe don't have, not. I see my Malacca team, when they receive a call, they go to one corner. Top secret? Yes? Because of interruptions. Yes. Perhaps they are thinking that I do not wish to interrupt people, or maybe the guys that are sitting beside them interrupt them, right? So definitely we will actually restructure our office layout to have more healthy environment. First thing, I think, not bulletproof, is what proof? Soundproof. It will be soundproof, okay. So we actually should be away from all the houses, okay, all the houses. So one of the equipment that I'm thinking of is actually soundproof speakers, soundproof speakers. And I am actually doing some research. That call center's environment is supposed to have a nice carpet also. When we walk in, step in, out, close the door, they're actually soundproof. We have to ensure that there is a healthy environment, okay? So for the support staff that are able to handle all the incoming inquiries. Okay, at this moment we are actually finding a way on how to set up our phone lines. For example, those toll-free, the 1800 that one. Okay, so the toll-free, then they will have few redirections functions. We revert the call to, if let's say the first call engaged tone, how to redirect to the second call. Okay, this call center is not only applied to Malacca WebEx clients, it will across whole Malaysia. Okay, so no worry on KL team, Malacca team, JB team, as well as our, I think we have East Coast, right? East Malaysia's dealers, okay, get them to get as many clients as possible. Tell them we actually have these toll-free numbers for their customers to call in. Is that wrong? To call in, okay? To call in and help them to support their clients. Okay, the phone lines, connections that we are finding now. And of course, the second one will be the peoples. The peoples is actually our key resource, our very important elements in these call centers. But not only call centers, I believe in any of our departments now, people is actually our key elements. Okay, key elements. So in order to looking after good care, taking good care to the support center staff, okay, it's actually we need to ensure them to have a very happy, productive workforce. So in order to have a very good results, I'm thinking a way of, like for example, when we are as a PE, when we continuously receiving few calls, the very second, third, fourth calls that receiving, the voice that you speak to the clients, users, will be very sometimes frustrated, you know. So I want to ensure the call center support staff will always have a smiling heart, smiling face, but we do not know our face how we look like, you know. So I'm thinking to put, this is real, you know, to put a mirror in front on the desk there. We will always look at our face, oh, we are smiling. Okay, so the voice that we bring out will let the clients knowing that, oh, this call center support staff is happy to help me, is willing to help me, and not, oh, is there any problem that I can solve you? Oh, no, okay, thank you. So it's actually, it brings the message to the clients that if this support staff is not willing to help, is not welcome my inquiry. So sooner or later, nobody will call the 1800. They will all back to the PE or the PM. So that one is actually our people. But in order for the support staff to be able to provide such service, and remember the goal, I hope that all the support staff, call center, able to help to resolve all their inquiry in the very first attempt. The knowledgeable staff is actually the must. So I think in the coming one, and just now the Ingru or Ingru that already mentions the trainings. Okay, how we pass down the trainings, how we pass down the knowledge to all our support staff. That is what we need to do now to ensure now, in order to ensure the high quality of the service for the support center. Okay, later on in the few coming visit will actually presented what we will do. I believe that you already know that. Okay, the process. In order for the support staff to be able to provide the quality service to the clients, for sure that we have to restructure our SOP. For example, whenever they receive a call, what they shall do. They are not, if let's say they are not really able to help in the first attempt, what they shall do next. What will be the follow-up job that they need to do. So we need to ensure that all this process got documented down and everybody align or agree with this process so that we can work along across the department. So call center will not only work by themselves, they need the help or the cooperation with any other departments as well. Right, so that is for the process, the social process. So my planning is actually the call center. Normally when we say call center, it's only receiving customer inquiry, call-in inquiry. But I would like to extend this not service, the planning towards those incoming email requests. So we actually always ask the customer to email in. We will see how the call centers support staff able to help all the incoming email inquiry as well in the near future. Okay, so that is actually during for the process mapping that we are able to help for the from the call centers support staff. Okay, for the call center support staff, doing some research. Okay, because this currently we only have the first support help desk, right? Okay. That one normally towards the weekend, so the support staff might not be able to online. So we will have our SOP for that, okay? But for the call center, definitely the people were sitting there, for example, okay? So to help the clients, not only through the phone calls, so we actually allowed the remote assistant, for example, normally what we use, something like TeamViewer, right? So able to help, that's not only through phone, you can see. In our business line, okay, in our service line, sometimes we need to access customers' PCs in order for us to understand. So this one will be definitely resolve their issues more faster than we keep talking to them. For example, if you go to IE and clear the IE caching, customer keep clicking and trying here and there, not able to find the correct way. So the remote assistant solutions is actually one of the tools that we should put into the call center as well. Right? The prioritizations, the support staff to be able to know, to understand, to prioritize whichever inquiry coming in. For example, this inquiry that I'm not able to solve immediately, So when I put down the phone, and we will actually have a ticketing system, ticketing system to log all the inquiries. So at the end, the support staff is supposed to know which is actually more urgent and important for them to prioritize and assign accordingly, okay, to get the task to be done. Okay, that's the prioritizations. And when we are talking about the ticketing systems, we need to find a software, particularly I'm thinking about test track, okay, so they're able to keep track all the incoming inquiry. Okay, that one is actually for us to analysis, okay, whichever inquiry, how long that we actually, how fast that we actually provide the solutions to the clients, okay, or any pending inquiries or not, that will be from the ticketing systems. And by using the toll-free or what, I actually have few software in mind now, okay, we are actually to be able to analyze each support staff, their analysis. For example, customer feedback. We actually want to get the customer, which whenever before they put down the phone call, we can actually keep track this customer, how they feel our service. Okay, whether is good or this support staff is not good. They are rude, for example. Okay, this is actually for us to review. Okay, review the performance or the quality of the call center support staff. So for the customer feedbacks, it will always align with combined with the reportings. Reporting means that at the end of the month, at the end of the certain period, we can actually knowing the figures, how many total calls, okay, from this customer. And I do not know whether we can extend the call centers to those things like voice recognitions. For example, now whenever we receive a customer call, right, normally what we'll do, getting their name, right, their company name. Then of course at the end we need to access to their systems. When we are actually asking their information, sometimes we are actually getting the wrong info. Okay, if it's done, then it's done, you know. Then from A company, I listen to B company. It will really take time, okay, when we want to start on the implementations. But if let's say, I believe that when I call to those credit card call center, once I call in, Madam Khan, can I help you? You know, when I call, I'm not even address my who am I, okay, they already know who am I. So of course that one will be in the near future, that whenever customer call in, we already know who are they. Okay, and we can actually have a history list of their previous inquiry, so for us to know whether it's the same users that calling in or not. Okay, with all these informations, we can actually fine tune our system, especially on the WebPix implementations. What is the most inquiry that bring by the customers, and how our support staff able to resolve their inquiries. Okay, there's few things that we shall prepare first, and later on we will actually come up with SOP, how we start with the call centers. And I believe that all these sessions, these call centers planning definitely will help on all the supports, which means our current delivery members, okay, to reduce their burdens. And with this, we actually ensure that the after-sales service, now we keep mentioning for the whole days. Okay, so what customers need from us? Service, so our service, right? So definitely with this, we actually align with our objective that what we are trying to provide to the customers. Any questions? So I will end my questions, end my sessions now, and I hope that in the coming months, we can actually come up a SOP for everybody to know that what we shall do for this on these call centers. Thank you.